Hello and welcome to Last Stand Gamer's Zombie Survival Guide. This is episode 11 of a 13-part series addressing everything from basic survival tips to the advanced features of the Arma 2 game engine. And in this episode, I'll be covering teaming up. We've all been in a situation when we're outnumbered, outgunned, and we need to rely on someone else to help us out. So by the end of this guide, I'm going to give you the tips and tricks you need to survive as a group. But let's get started. First of all, we need to get ourselves a team. Of course, if you've got friends, that's great, but if you've got no friends at all, you're going to need to run along the beach and try to pick some people up over direct communications. But moving on, let's talk about team tactics. What sort of team tactics can you use to get your team around these areas into safer and more available positions? Let's get started with the basic overwatch. When you're conducting any operation in a town or village, you're going to need to set up an overwatch. So one of these overwatch players can watch anyone who comes into the town or the area around, so it keeps everyone who's looted safe. And the people inside the town that are your buddies don't have to worry about constantly checking their back because you've got it. So let's continue on. As you can see here, I've set up a basic overwatch. The objective here is to get to that red building, check for water bottles, maps, compasses, any of that sort of loot that we need to continue on here. Obviously it looks like we're quite well equipped, but my buddy down there has only got all the Enfield, so he's going in, I'm providing the overwatch, checking the area, make sure you're checking his target objective because it could be very easy for a guy to already be in there and just simply wander out right in front of him. So I'm checking left and right, checking the hills, making sure there's no snipers, looking for a target of opportunity. This is a great place to loot. It's got one store and one brick building, so it's perfect. You can nip in there, nip back out, and it's really close to our base camp. The next thing you're looking at is a high-low stack. My buddy here's noticed something going on up in the tree line up here, so I've got my scope up, brought it around the corner. I can't actually see anything, so I've told him, right, it's fine, we don't have to advance, we don't have to get inside this building. As you can see, we used the open door here. We could have opened that door back there, but I don't honestly know why we didn't. Continuing on, let's talk about spacing. As you're running through some of these objectives, some of these places, you'll realise that a lot of people just yap away and they're not even paying attention to the environment around you. That's why you need to start paying attention and keep your spacing, because if I go down now, my buddy behind me is going to be able to get the guy who got me. Right, let's move on. So basically what happened a while ago was I coordinated my team. We put many different lookout points. We were looking for a car to steal, and we found this red car. This red car kept going between these 3 or 4 points collecting loot, so we plotted a loot route for this guy, and basically we ended up following him back to his campsite. So as you can see here, he's actually driving away. We were debating at this point in time if we were going to shoot him and take his car right now, but we decided just to play it safe, take his tent, and we could continue looting this tent for a long time. He could keep bringing his airfield loot back, we could keep taking it. Beautiful for us. But later on that day, my buddy needs a lift back from the shore, so it looks like we're going to have to take this car. So what I've done here is I've created a choke point by him having to enter in this village area. He's going to actually have to slow down unless he wants all his tyres to explode and the car to just explode with him in it. As you can see there, I shot the driver and it looked like he tried to floor it just before I pressed the accelerator. So basically what happened there, he went in a big 360 and it seems like he's dead, but obviously you can't be sure. So what you want to do is avoid walking around the front of the vehicle, because his first reaction is going to be able to hit the gas and run you over. You can't actually see what's going on behind the car. Let's look at a quick car robbery here. This is how you loot with a car. We're back in the same area because it's quite close to our base camp. You can guess where that is, I'm not going to tell you. So basically what I'm going to do here is we're going to speed up to the objective, try to beat that zombie spawn, because as soon as the zombies spawn it just gets really awkward and irritating. My guy jumps out, he's going to loot that place. If any zombies do spawn, I'm going to pull them. So I drive out of town. Hopefully by doing this, what I'm going to do is pull the zombie spawn to the outer perimeter of its area. By losing the zombies out here, I'll drive back past them and they'll either continue to follow me, that's no problem at all because they'll eventually disappear when they lose eyesight, or they'll actually lead themselves away from the character that's looting. So I'll bring back up the road. He's actually speed looted that building, so he's looted as fast as possible, got the bits he needs, threw them in his backpack, and now he's getting back in. As you can see there, he's got in the back. I tend to tell players to get in the back of the car because if I get shot, it's very unlikely they're going to get shot in the back. But guys, thanks for watching, like, comment and subscribe, and tell me what you want to see in the next episode, and I'll see you next time.